So your breathing patterns are very deeply ingrained. Welcome to the Inward Practice. My name is Nistal. Today I will be talking about the power of your breath, about the four bodies that the breath is penetrating: your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your energy body. And it's not just penetrating, it's influencing. Let's get started. I have been working with the conscious, connected breath for 33 years now. It's also called rebirthing. It stems from the 1970s. The founder is Leonard Orr, and it comes from America, from the United States. And it is actually the mother of all therapeutic breathing techniques. And therapeutic, I mean, it will help you to go inward. It will help you to get self knowledge, insight in your own patterns, and much more than just your breathing pattern. So, your breathing patterns are very deeply ingrained into, related to all your other patterns. When emotions want to come and want to be expressed through you, if you are emotional at some point, um, most people, what they do first is close the mouth, clench the teeth, yeah, stop speaking, and minimizing and or stopping the breath. Minimizing and or stopping the breath. Sometimes people, when there's a lot of anxiety or worries or stress in their lives, these are all things that inhibit the breath, that minimize the breath, that people forget to breathe even. They're so up in their mind, the breath pattern is strongly related to the emotional pattern that you have. And most people, they don't like to be emotional. And the most emotions that come out is either frustration, irritation, anger, sadness, and of course also fear. And in the core, there's just one emotion, which is peace, love, and understanding. But yeah, your breathing pattern, your emotional pattern. Then we also have, of course, behavior patterns. Um, so yeah, your behaviors are managed, are pushed forward into your life through a deeper layer of feeling and emotion. Yeah. Now, if we don't feel attracted or happy to see somebody, we would probably not make the effort to see them, right? So your behavior would be different. You would choose other things. You would do other things. We also have thought patterns. We have beliefs. And beliefs are nothing more than repeated thoughts that you choose to believe are true. Your beliefs, your convictions are just thoughts that you have repeated again and again until the moment that you believed them to be true. And so, if you believe somebody's really nice and good for you, then you will make the effort to meet them. If you believe you can trust them, you relax, and that will open the breath a bit more. So the breath is actually going into every pattern of your life. So I was talking about emotions, feelings, behavior patterns, thought patterns. I think these are the most important. And then we have the breath patterns. So your breath, to say it in another way, is penetrating into your four different bodies. Okay, Nistal, what are you saying now? There are no four bodies. You just have one body. Well, we all have a physical body which we can touch, through which we feel certain sensations, yeah? So the breath is nourishing your body with oxygen. But there's much more than just oxygen in the breath. There's also prana, life force energy, also called ki or chi, which is carried through the breath, comes into the blood, and the blood carries that prana, that life force energy, all through your body to wherever it needs to go. So the breath is penetrating and nourishing your physical body, penetrating and nourishing your energy body, your aura, your pranic body, as yogis say, your emotional body, and your mental body, your world of thoughts and beliefs. When emotions want to be expressed, when they come, people usually hold them in. And we hold them in by closing and clenching the jaws, by swallowing back the emotion. We swallow it back in. And we minimize the breath. We make it very small, not so much in, not so much out, yeah. So not so much a big inhale, no, very small inhale and a very small exhale, because expression is happening on an exhale. When I talk, I actually am exhaling, yeah. So it's a self-expression. And so when I would laugh, it would be like, there's a deep inhale and there's a long ha 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 exhale. When I cry, it's similar, yeah. It's almost similar. Laughing and crying turn out in breathing sessions, in breathing workshops, that they're pretty close to each other. And so when these emotions want to come, we usually hold them in and we minimize them and we stop our expression. Once we start to do breathing sessions, breath work, we start to expand the lungs. We start to expand our inhale. We make it bigger and bigger and bigger through the course of however long the session is. It's usually somewhere you breathe between 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. So once you deepen and expand the breath and start to breathe in those areas where you have not been breathing much, then emotions can easily be pushed beyond the threshold that you were holding them in. And that is such a liberating experience. Because we all know after a good laugh or a good cry or a good screaming when you're angry, man, you feel good. You feel so much space. You feel so centered and so relaxed at the same time, and full of energy also at the same time. So good breathing will help with that. It will help you with your stress release. Without good breathing, there's no stress release. So people have created all kinds of weird breathing patterns which are completely intertwined with their whole being, with all the other patterns that they have. So yeah, to finish this one thing, a good long inhale charging you up will make a good long exhale, because you can only exhale as much as you have been inhaling, and there's always a little residue in the lungs. You don't want to empty your lungs completely on the exhale. The exhale is a letting go, is effortless, is a relaxation, is a letting flow, is a surrender. So if you have a good, nice, full inhale, complete, I would like to say, if you have a nice, complete inhale, then most probably your exhale can also become more complete. If your inhale is very small, there's not much to exhale. Therefore, people lay awake in their beds at night and they can't fall asleep because the mind is still overactive and the breath is still the same. It did not come to a calm, relaxing state. The breath is still minimal in, minimal out. Minimal inhale, minimal exhale. People during their first breathing session immediately feel the deep relaxation that is happening to them. I remember my own first breathing session. I had never felt in my life so deeply relaxed. And it's not that it lasts for a few minutes. It lasts for hours. It lasts sometimes for days and weeks. Depending on how much stress you have in your life and your patterns in your life, of course. But the breath is such a mirror to you. The breath will mirror to you everything about yourself. And sometimes about other people, but that is related to yourself. How you feel about them, how is the relationship, the connection, everything. Okay, now, I think now is really the end of the video. So, For the people who read Dutch, buy my book, Adem en Extase, de Bevrijding. See the link in the description under this video. Come for a couple of breathing sessions. It would be the best thing you can do. I wish you all an open, free breath so you can feel open and free. Namaste.